Hi, people. Hope you're good and your day is going well. It's your girl Uche Akomas, and you're welcome to Thought Central with Uche. Thought Central, as you know, is a program that is centered around life related issues which are designed to inspire positive change by changing the narrative from my later corner. And I consider this change a process. Today on Thought Central, I'll be sharing my story, my self confidence story. I remember that I did say that I battled low self esteem in one of the episodes. I think in the episode I talked about self love when I was sharing tips on how to build self love. I did mention that I battled low self esteem when I was in my teenage years. Now, I'll give you a little story background to how it all started and how it is now. If you've noticed, I have this front big teeth. Okay. So when I was a child, I heard so many things about it. So many, my parents, my siblings, people said so many things about my teeth, how I didn't have a good dentition, and my dad actually referred my teeth to the big front teeth to the a type of hole that is used by certain farmers in the southeast. If you're from the southeastern part of Nigeria or you grew up in the east, you know Ebonyi State, Abakaliki people. So they have this group of farmers that I would say they are itinerant farmers. So they go to different states, to different communities to work for people. What they really do, their preoccupation is to make mounds and ridges for people during planting season. So you have all this, a group of these men come to a village and they, someone in the village accommodates them for the period they are going to work. So there's this particular hole they use to make their mounds and ridges. It is called Ogugu. They are called Ndi Ogugu. So that because they carry this big hole they use for making their mounds. So that was what my dad said, that my teeth was like, he referred my teeth to Ogugu of Bakliki farmers. Okay, so that was really damaging. Parents will crack jokes with the children and tell them all sorts of things for fun, but they don't really know what those things to say to their children or what the things they do to their children do to the psyche and the confidence of their children. So I battled with that for so long, and then as a child you have your milky teeth full of tooth full of once in a while and all of that, and people say a lot of things. I heard so many things. And then getting to the university, I was very slim, or let me say I was very thin when I was, in my late teens and early 20s. I was very thin. And I remember my classmates, referring to my backside, my bum, to blackboard, said it was as flat as a blackboard. And, it got to me really, but over time, I became very conscious of my body. I became very conscious of myself and started filling myself with positive things. Now, what I did about the teeth, my two big front teeth, to deal with that low self-esteem that came as a result of what my dad and my sisters and some people told me about my teeth growing up, was to stand in front of the mirror one day and tell, you did not create yourself. You didn't give yourself this big front teeth or your dentition. You don't have control over it. You are not God that created yourself. So do not allow people to make you feel bad about it because you didn't give it to yourself. You were created like that. So what I did was, whenever they said that to me, I said, well, that makes me unique. I decided to see something good about my teeth. And in my whole family, I'm the only, person that has this two big front teeth. Okay. Over the years, and have learned to accept my body. I've learned to accept my teeth the way it is. In fact, so I met a friend sometime and he said, I love this, your big front teeth. It makes you unique. And I'm like, see now, something that I would have killed myself over growing up. All right. So then about the flat buttocks, the flat bum, I told my friends in school, in uni, Okay, yes, I know I have a I have a flat backside, I have a flat bum, but you know what? I have good, beautiful, legs, straight legs, and I have a good height. So I didn't focus on the inadequacies that I have, but I focus on the positive things about me. And that is what you need to do. So we go through things, life happens, people say things to us, people do things to us, and somehow those things they do or those things they say tamper with our esteem. And I want to say this, just to quote what Maxwell Maltz said: low self-esteem is like driving through life with your handbrake on. Did you get that? And nobody is born with limitless self confidence or self esteem. It's something that you build over time. And I'm going to be sharing some tips that really helped me build my self esteem and self confidence over the years in the coming days. And I'm sure they will be really helpful. All right, so but one thing I want you to take out from this video is you are not who people say you are. Don't allow yourself to be defined by what people say you are or what people do to you. And you know what? You have control over how you react to what people say to you. We don't have control over what people say or do to us, but we have control over how we choose to react or respond to what they say to us or do to us. It's your choice, really, to either let the negative things people do to you or say to you to, affect you so much that your self-confidence, gets tampered with, or you decide to look over it and focus on the good side, about you, on the positive side. So like I said, in the coming days, I'll be sharing some tips that really helped me to build my self-confidence, because I see people go through things. When I talked about self-love, and I asked myself if these people really love themselves, because there are certain things that you would do that will communicate that you don't love yourself. You don't need to carry a placard and say, I don't love myself, I'm not in love with myself. But your actions, the decisions you take, the way you react to things would determine whether you love yourself or not. Keep loving yourself, keep affirming yourself. Focus on the positive rather than the negative. Focus on your achievement rather than your inadequacies. Right, I'll leave you with those words until I come your way again. Bye and have a blessed day.